Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning. God, I don't even know what day it is. August 14th. And oh my Lord, it's been almost 2 months. I can't believe it. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. So I'm not going to have a whole long, drawn out thing today, but I've just got a little bit of everything to show you. I've got one FFO that I'm not sure that I showed you. I don't think I did, so I'm going to show it again. I have one other finish, two new starts. Yes, I know. Two new starts. My whips for the last almost 2 months, and a little bit of haul, which is mostly fabric, but some patterns thrown in there too. The only reason I don't have more haul is because my Fiberlicious order hasn't gotten here yet. Well, I just ordered it like 2 days ago, but then I'll have haul, believe me. So let's go ahead and get started, and I will show you first of all my FFO, which is, like I said, I don't remember whether I showed it to you or not. I posted it on Facebook, and I think I posted it on Instagram, but it is my Celtic Noel, my Christmas lady, and I got it all framed, and I'm really happy with her. Oh, the glare isn't going to work out really well here, but there you go. I'm hoping that next year I will be able to possibly enter her in our fair here, but we may be out of the country at that time. I'll just have to wait and see. But I think they did a really nice job on the framing. I'm very happy with it. And so she is in our living room right now because I didn't want to wait to put her up until Christmas time. And I'm planning on doing the other 4 ladies, and I'd like to eventually put all of them like in my hallway with some, I don't know what they're called, lights that go down on them so you can see the beading, because right now it's just kind of in a corner and you really can't see the beads unless you look at it really close. So I want to be able to see the sparkles. So really happy with that. My other finish is the Summer Sampler by Dinky Dyes. I did this on hand-dyed Fabrics by Stephanie 28 Lugana in chocolate milk, and used all of the Dinky Dye threads and the beads. And this is the second one. I did the spring one also. I'm doing them all on the same fabric, and there's 2 more to do. These are so fun, and they're really small. They don't take any time at all. The first one took me like 8 days to do, I think. And this one I think took me 9. It has more beads in it than the first. Oh, no, it wasn't the beads. It was this gate with Krennic. That thing was a bitch. But once I got done with that, it flew. So I would recommend these if you want to try some specialty stitches and or some beads, but don't want to make a huge commitment. If you just want to try them, this would be a good way to try some of that, some new stuff. Yeah. And it has the cute little flowers, and so yes, very happy with that. I'm going, like I said, I'm doing them all in the same fabric, and once I have the other 2 done, then I'm going to frame them somehow. I don't think I'll be all together, but all with the same frame and matting. So I'm just holding on to those for right now. So, okay, finishes new starts. Let's do new starts. Every year, or every 2 years, when they had the Olympics, I always start something new and work on it throughout the whole Olympics. And this is the first time in many years that I've been cross-stitching. In the past, I've been doing knitting. I did a sweater one year, and I did a lace shawl one year. But this time I decided to do a cross-stitching project, and of course it has to be a new one, right? So I started the ever-popular Kingdom of Books, and this is fabulous. I'm doing it on, oh, I'm gonna have to put the glasses on, sorry folks. Is there a tag on this? I know it's 28, it's 28 count mushroom Lugana. I did not use the Aida that was in it, that came with the kit, but I'm using the threads, and they're just fine. So I'm getting close to being done with the first section. This inside stuff is a pain in the butt because it's all for me, it's going really slow. It's all one thread. And I don't know, it just seems to go really slow. So I'm kind of rotating between doing some of that and then doing one of these, or, moving up here and doing some of this. And I'm more than half done. I'd like to get this done in the next couple of days, because I want to start on a book. I want to work on one of the books. So this is really fun. And I'm going to work on it throughout the Olympics. And then in September, we're going to be gone for almost 3 weeks. And I think I'm going to take it with me on that, because on this fabric, I can work on this just fine with my mag eyes that I can take with me. So that will be fun. And then my other start that I had, which is moving right along, is Reflections of Paris, which is a fairly small one. I think it's, what is it, 7 by 7? Maybe a little bit, 9 by 9, I'm not sure. This is done on Chromatic Alchemy Poseidon, 28 count Lugana, using Fiberlicious filament silks. So really all that has to be filled in is that one little square down at the bottom there, and then it ends up being square. So it'll go down like that. And this is really fun to do. Now I had the silks already, and I started it, and then started getting a little scared that I wasn't going to have enough of them. So what I've done is, she is discontinuing the filament silks, which is so sad because they're wonderful to work with. But she still had some of this color in her store. So I've ordered 2 more skeins, and that should give me plenty with a little bit of extra, but I was just getting a little nervous. I'd hate to get all the way down and then not have it and not be able to get any more. So that one is moving along. I'd like to get this one done by the end of the year. I shouldn't have a problem because it goes really fast. So those are my 2 new starts. Let's go through some whips real quick. Let's see. The last time we met, I was working on Santa's Village, and I'd had a hard time with this. I just kind of got burned out on it, I think. But I worked on it a little bit more. I finished I'm not real prepared on this. I finished the Hot Cocoa Cafe, this one with the red that one. And then I started the Candy Cane Cottage, which is that one? No, this one. I was going to say that one doesn't have any candy canes on it. Started the Candy Cane Cottage. I still have the bottom thing, the top red and white stripes, and the snowflakes to do. And I think there's, I didn't look at the pattern, but I think there's some candy canes over there on the left-hand side to do. So I've made some progress on this, not a lot. I was really hoping to get it done by the end of the year, or by the time, give me enough time to decide what I'm going to do, finish it as, but I'm not even half done now. I'm close to half done. So that's not going to happen. But I'll keep working on it. We'll make it a goal for next year. And I have no idea. I don't remember what the fabric was. Oh, it was one I got from... Oh, gosh. Now I can't remember. Stony Creek. I got it from Stony Creek, and it's like, I think it's called an ice blue. And I believe it's a 28 count. I'm not positive on that. But it's a really nice, it's a linen. It's nice to work with. Nice, decent size holes that I can see easily because, you know, getting old. So I worked on that for 4 or 5 days. And then I did the summer sampler that I showed you. And I worked on that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. I did that. We went to Las Vegas for my birthday. Over that 4th of July weekend, I'm not able to, I don't stitch in the car. I know a lot of people do, but it just never seemed like comfortable for me. So I don't know, maybe I just need something easier, maybe like that Reflections of Paris with just one color would work for me. I've never tried it before. I had the bag, I put the bag of stitching right down by my feet, and I just never picked it up. But I stitched every day, and yeah, I got that finished on the 8th. And then I started working on my Haid, my 4 seasons. And I started the Haid Challenge, which is the first one. Uh-oh, I've got an avalanche going here, which is the first challenge I've done. And this is the parking one where you're going in rows instead of columns. So I need to back this up here. So I've done, this is the challenge down here, and I'm halfway done with it. Halfway done with the challenge. All of the white is Krennic. And parked threads, yeah, we got them. But it's moving along. It's all confetti, all of it. But I'm really liking moving down because I'm getting the different colors. So I'm not sure after I finish the challenge will go down to here. Maybe a little bit more down in there. I'm not sure. I may continue going down because it's got all these really bright flowers. See my tulips? Can you tell that they're tulips? I can kind of tell that they're tulips from a distance. I may continue going down just because the colors are a nice change of pace. So that's moving forward. I didn't work on that a whole lot. 5 or 6 days, and then I worked on Reflections of Paris for a couple of days, and I moved on to, and I'm never sure how to pronounce this. I need Letitia to help me pronounce this. Desiderata? Desiderata? And, okay. I'm a mess today. My needle minders are all sticking together. They're wanting some love. I think I was up to about here. So I got this much done. And then I did the next whole row, which is a specialty stitch. And I got the whole sucker done. And it was wrong. So it's a bad desiderata. I tore it out and put it in timeout for a while. So I only worked on that for a couple of days before I stopped. But it's coming back out again very shortly. And I love this. I love the font that the words are done in. It's long though. This is, you can see where it starts up here. This is about a third of it. So it's going to be a big long sucker when it's done. I'm looking forward to it. It's really fun to do. And let's see, I have to look at my, oh, and then we worked on Esther's waves for a couple of days. So we hit a lot of different things this last 2 months. As you can probably tell, my rotation has taken a break. It's hard when you're traveling and you've got new starts that you just need to start. So here's where I am with Esther's waves. Right there, I'm a little over half done, I believe. And I finished the beading on the yellow, and then I did the green, little row, and then I started on the next green down there. And so not a whole lot, but some progress. That one's moving along too. I love the beads on this. It's going to be very sparkly. And I've learned that I really like sparkly. And so I think that's about everything that I worked on. I worked on Four Seasons some more. And then I started the Kingdom of Books when the Olympics started. So, and that's what I've been working on for the last week and a half. After the Olympics are over, so if we want to move on to plans for the rest of this month, and I can pretty much do plans for September too. After the Olympics are over, I'm going to go back to the Four Seasons for a couple of weeks. Because I need to, I'm only half done with the challenge, so I need to get going on that if I'm going to finish it. And that'll take me through the end of August. And then in September, we're leaving on the 13th and going to be gone the rest of the month. So before we leave, I think I'll work on the Four Seasons on the challenge and maybe work on Desiderata a little bit, fix the boo-boos that happened and move forward with that. And then when we leave on the 13th, my project that I'm going to take is the Kingdom of Books. And I might take Reflections of Paris with me too, because both of those I can work with without my big old magnifier. I can work on them with my mag eyes, and I can pack those. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to take with me, and that'll take me into October, and I'm not planning October yet. So that's where I am. Like I said, my rotation has kind of gone out the window. I've got so many big projects. I need to finish at least one by the end of the year. So I would like to finish. I'm kind of moving things around a little bit. I'd like to finish the Reflections of Paris, and I'd like to finish either Esther's Waves or the Desiderata sampler. So those I'm going to concentrate on those three. And in between the Haid challenge and the Kingdom of Books, which I know I won't finish this year, but I'm loving working on it. It's once I get done with that gate, doing the actual books on it, I think is going to be, from what I understand, this gate is the hardest part. It takes the longest, and then I can do, this is the pages like this, so I can do half of a book here and half, or I could move up and do those. I'm really looking forward to doing the books, so I want to continue working on this, and then when it's done, then I've got to make some decisions about what I want to name all the books, which should be fun. Because all of the names here, I think, are Russian. Some of them are German, I believe. But I want to name them after books that I've loved. So I have no idea what I'm going to name them yet. But that should be fun to figure out. So that's my plan there. I'm going to try not to have any new starts because I got plenty to work on, and I'd like to finish one or maybe two of these by the end of the year because I got plans for next year and it's more big stuff. So I'm going to have to rethink how I do this. So because I feel like I'm getting really bogged down with the big ones. I think that's the reason I liked that summer sampler so much, was because it didn't take any time and I got to finish. And I've got a whole box load of Lizzie Kate's that I could be tossing in these like one a month or something. So I may try doing some of those. They're just some of the cute little ones that I could probably do one of those in a weekend. So maybe I'll start pulling some of those out and get some of them kitted up so I have, when I get tired of the big ones, I have some little ones to work on. Does anybody else have that problem with getting bogged down with their, even though you love the big ones, you get kind of bogged down with them? Let me know if anybody has that problem and what you do to help with that. Okay, so haul. I think all I have left to do is haul, so if you don't like haul, see ya. I got a bunch of fabrics. I got some patterns. Where's this? Where's it? Oh yeah. Okay, let's go through the patterns first. You won't be able to see this picture, but I bought another Haid. God, I don't know what I was thinking. This thing is not even my style, but I can justify this. And it is called the Little Dreamer. You won't be able to see the picture because it's so small. Little Dreamer's Tree by Amy Stewart. This is the first Amy Stewart I've ever done. And look at this baby. Look at that. Oh my God. It is on 25 count. It is only 6 inches wide and almost 40 inches long. The stitch count is 150 by 999. So it, I believe, qualifies as one of their super size. the pattern is I don't see where it says how many pages it is. Oh well, anyway. So I bought that because, as most of you know, I'm going to a Haid retreat in England the end of January. And there's several of us going that haven't started this yet, but are going to. So I think that there's a couple of us who are going to kit it up in the meantime, hold on to it, take it with us, and start it at the retreat. However, my fabric for this came in much faster than I thought. So I'm chomping at the bit because I've got new fabric to try. And I got it from Charting Creations. It's the Zweigart Easy Count. And I got a big old piece of it. Easy Count, which is the squares are 10 by 10s, not the 20 by 20 like the Magic Guide. So I'm really anxious to start something on this. Like I said, it's plenty long enough for this project, and I'll have a bunch left over. So I'm really trying hard not to cut the fabric up, because I know once I measure it and I cut it, I'm gonna want to start it. And all it takes is a trip to Joann's and 100 things of floss, and I'll be set to go. So I'm gonna hide this away from myself. So, but I think that it's got, look it up on their website, but it has fairies and it's sparkly and it's so not me. I don't know why it struck me, but maybe and I told somebody else, I think maybe because, holy smokes, it's only 6 inches wide. So your fabric really only has to be a foot wide. It can go on my smallest quantum frame, and it would be fairly portable. So maybe that's what intrigued me about it. So we will see. Who knows? There may be another new start the next video. And thanks to all you other folks, I drank the Kool-Aid. Remember what I just said about big projects? Death by cross stitch. I have no idea I cannot even fathom making a decision on what color to do it. Is anybody doing this 10 stitch? If you are, let me know, because I may want to try it 10 stitch. Because I know it says it celebrates their 20 glorious years of Long Dog Sampler. Well, if I have to do it full crosses, it'll take me 20 years to finish it, and I ain't getting no younger. So yeah, if you know of anyone who's doing this 10 stitch, can you let me know? Thanks. So, fabrics. I got a whole mess of fabrics from Silkweaver. Yes, they're a little behind on their fabric of the month, but they got all caught up, and I got some gorgeous fabrics, and they actually sent me one that they sent me an extra, and they sent me a coupon. So that kind of made up for it. And it's not like it wasn't, the fabric that I bought is not anything that I'm waiting for. So I know it's hard to justify waiting around for it, but their fabrics are gorgeous. I love their fabrics. So as long as it's something that I don't need for a project right now, I guess I'm good. So this is, I don't know how these will show up. We'll see. Lugana 28 count Lakeview. Oh, that's pretty good. With the greens, I'm looking at maybe I've never done a mermaid. This could be a mermaid. I'm not sure. That's Lakeview. This is 28 count Lugana in a solo die. It's kind of a strange color. I don't know what, it's a blue-gray. It's not quite a denim, but it's a bluish gray. I'm sure I'll be able to find something for that. I'm sure I'll be able to find something for all of these. These are all 28 count Luganas. This is Fantasy. Oh, it's more pink than purple. It's actually pink. Let's see. There, that's a little better. That's much closer. It's more pink. Fantasy. This one is Meadow Mist. A light blue with some green, hints of green in it. Again, that would be a good mermaid one. And Hazelnut. Gosh, I've used this before for something, and I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was, but this is really pretty. Oh, you know what this would be good for? Would be the Prairie Schooler alphabet. I might have to look into that. Because I'm going to copy Christy with a K, and I'm going to do the Prairie Schooler alphabet in 3 separate pieces. 9 letters, 3 across, 3 down, 9 letters on 3 different pieces, 3 separate pieces of fabric, because I think part of the reason I haven't started that is just the sheer size of doing it all in one is, believe it or not, overwhelming for me. You look at those whips, you wouldn't think so, but that one is just huge. So I may have to get some fabric. This might work. I'm going to have to pull out my threads for that and see. That might work. And then the last fabric I got is another solo die. And this one I ordered through one of their, not through the Fabric of the Month, through one of their Facebook sales, which I may start doing more and more, because I got this. I ordered it and I got it in like a week, which is unheard of for them. So, but I thought this was really pretty. It's a purpley green. It's a solo die, so it has no name, with some purpley green gray. All of their fabrics are really nicely serged. So yeah, those are my fabrics. That'll keep me busy for a while. And then just a couple more patterns. I got a Prairie Schooler Christmas one, which I think I'd like to just do this small one. It's only a little over 5 inches square, and that would be cute to do and just do in a square frame. I don't know. Might be fun. Very easy. I could whip that baby out in no time. And Jessie Marie, I know, she enables everybody. I'm not alone. Stitching Row, which is another one that would go really fast, but I'm not sure what threads. Does it ask? I'm not sure what threads I want to do this with. I've got some silks that I might want to use. I've got a bunch of mauves, so I might pull out some of those to play with on this because it's not very big. It's only the design size. Oh, geez. It's only 2 by 17 on 32 count. So it's even on 28 count, it's not going to be that big, and it will go really quick. I think that's cute. I got the last 2 of the Drawn Thread Garden series. I got the Summer Garden. I love this set. God knows when I'll do them. I'm going to convert them. I'm not going to do them in the MPI silks. I'll convert them to DMCs. Unless I want to do some variegated in the flowers. I've got plenty of Mo's variegateds that I could do that I could use in some of the flowers and the leaves. And the same with this one, the Winter Garden. I could maybe use a variegated in the roof and the red door, and maybe like these trees. That one and this one. That might be fun to do. Maybe even in the lettering too. Give me something to think about. And then the last one, oh gosh, I saw this one on a Flosstube, I believe, but I don't remember who it was. And I don't even remember where I got this. So I'm sorry, but it's from My Big Toe Designs, and it's called I'm a Stitcher. It's number MBT179. I'm a Stitcher. Let me read it. It says, I'm a stitcher and I hoard. Can't even close the closet door. Under the bed, in the drawers, taking over all the floors. Fabric buttons, scissors too, pins and needles, less won't do. Charts and threads here and there, it's overflowing everywhere. I should stop, I really should, but do not think I ever could. I'll stitch it all before I die. It may kill me, but I'll try. I'm a stitcher and I hoard. To stitch an X is my reward. I think that's so cute. And it has this little one down here too that just says, I'm a stitcher and I hoard. To stitch an X is my reward. That would be cute to do, like as a Christmas ornament. It's all done with Weeks Dye Works. There's only 5 colors. So I don't know whether any of them, you could convert that to DMC really easy. So I thought that was cute. I'm going to have to do that one somewhere along the line. All right. I think that's it. That wasn't too bad. Well, it's longer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, we're doing good here. I wish the heat would stop. It's still in the upper 90s during the day. It's getting down into the upper 70s at night. So I'm not doing a lot of walking. A friend of mine and I get out in the morning when we can. I go to the gym when I can, but I just don't like it, so I don't go as often as I should. But I did find a trick for anybody who doesn't like to do the treadmill inside. What I do is I take my phone, and now my watch later list is just, I had it down to under 100, and then the Olympics started and I haven't watched any. So I'm sure it's up over 200 by now. But what I do is I go through my watch later list, and if I'm going to walk for like 45 minutes, I find a video that's right around 45 minutes. And Jessie Marie's are really good for that. So I walk until the video is over, and that has helped me. So I am off to do that today. And then I'm going to be doing some stitching on my Kingdom books because I want to get that gate done so I can move on to doing one of the books. And Miss Princess, where did she go? She didn't even make an appearance. She was sleeping down here behind me, and then she took off. So she will see you next time. I didn't tell you either. I think it was right after my last video. I was up at my local needlework, which is about 45 minutes away. And I was in there looking at stuff, minding my own business, and this lady comes up to me and says, "You look familiar." I said, "You look familiar too." And it was Wendy Davis. She recognized me from my videos, and I recognized her, so we had a nice little chat. That's the first time that's happened to me. How cool. So, hi, Wendy. We're going to have to meet up there again. You need to get busy on those whips. I know you got whips, girl. You get busy. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I'm still organizing my craft room. I got my chair, and I had a footrest that I was having a hard time with. The legs would catch on the grout lines on the tile in my room. So my wonderful hubby put wheels on it. It is so cool. So I can put my feet up while I stitch in hand. It can't do it real easily while I'm using my stand, but in the evening I'm doing Kingdom of Books, use your words, in a hoop, so I can sit and put my legs up because I have trouble with my feet with, you know, fluid retention. So the doc wants me to watch that, so better for me to sit with my feet up. So I do that, and I haven't gotten anything up on the walls yet, but I got to get the hubby busy on that. We've been doing some other stuff in the master bathroom, so we got most of that done. I need him to spend an hour putting up some stuff for me here. So that's about it for now. We'll be around. I'll try to get another video up before we go on vacation, the middle of September, but you know how that goes. So hope everybody's having some productive stitchy days, and remember to love what you stitch and stitch what you love. And I will see everybody soon. If you have any questions or comments, note them below, and I will do my best to answer them. So talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.